Purdy's best trait. I put this out there on Twitter, YouTube. What would you, if you had to pick between one thing, what is his best trait? His ability to process information from the pocket or on the field, or his ability to extend plays?
I
Or
don't
something
think
else.
I think there's only one answer. Like really.
Yeah.
And I think it's his like anticipation. He's
Mm, interesting.
arguably the best quarterback in the NFL when it comes to anticipation. Like,
Yeah.
That's a good answer.
he's really good at it. A lot of times you can literally see it like on the field. Like you can see it on TV, you know, like he's throwing 90% of his balls with anticipation. It's not like he's, you know what I mean? And
Mhm.
especially at his height and arm strength, like he has to.
He has to do that.
So that's his best trait. Like he has traits like his mobility where he's sneakily good at it, but that's not like something where I'm like, oh yeah, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL when it comes to moving out of the pocket. Like he's good, but it's not like something that separates him. When it comes to anticipation, like he has to be top tier at it, otherwise he wouldn't be very good. So that's why I think anticipation by far.
I would agree too. I think it has to be anticipation. I think him extending plays, like I don't know if this is just me. I feel like he's really good at like extending plays, but sometimes I feel he just like he does too much, if that makes sense. Like sometimes he tries to extend the play and he'll throw it out of bounds or something like that. I think he's good at extending the play, but sometimes I feel like he just does a little bit too much. I don't know if you guys agree with me.
Yeah,
I think he does that a
Did it a
lot.
lot last year.
He does that a
Yeah.
lot. Like he runs around, spins back, runs across the field, does a front flip, and then throws it out of bounds or chucks it downfield. Like it's kind of pointless. But honestly, I do think his best trait is anticipation. Like there's that one throw against the Lions when he had to like throw it to Pearsall and Pearsall caught it with one hand. That's the one that comes in my mind right away. It's anticipation. That's his best trait. And I think
I'm
it's
gonna
like
go with
his
his.
calmness in the pocket
ahead.
too. He's very calm in the pocket. Like Purdy doesn't get like he kind of did that last year a little bit, but I think it's because our O line is so crappy that he's like, oh crap, they're already here, and then he runs out and does all that stuff. But I think he's very calm. Like he's very, very calm.
See,
I
this
just
is
think
where I think that like the disconnect is, or where the disagreement is. I don't see it the way you guys see it with Purdy, and he is a very good quarterback. But I think most people would agree with you. I think most people feel that Purdy's best traits are mental. It's the way he processes. It's the way he throws it. It's the way, when he throws the ball, his decision making. I feel like all that's overblown. I feel like it's his legs if you take away his legs, he's Jimmy. That as a pure pass, as a passer, he's average, and he's elevated in this system. But like, what's different about him from Jimmy is once 2.5 seconds go up, and he has to like make something happen on his own. He can. He doesn't get nervous. He can run for first downs. He can get out of the pocket and throw for first downs or big plays. He can throw moving left. He can throw moving right. I think that's what makes him unique to the quarterbacks that Kyle Shanahan's had in terms of just like passing. Even Brady says it. He's just like the anticipation is good, but it's also like he has to throw that way. If he had a stronger arm, maybe he'd make better decisions. I think part of the reason he throws so many picks or that his interception rate has gone up 3 years in a row is because he throws to spots. And sometimes he didn't necessarily read it out correctly, or he got confused, like against Baltimore on Christmas.
That was
like
bad.
a lot of people, like when he came on the scene, they're like, man, this is Drew Brees. Drew Brees is a great processor with incredible anticipation. I don't see him as the next Drew Brees. I see him as more of I don't know what I was trying to do with this right here. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I lost the words. So I just started swaying back and
You think he's
forth.
a better Jimmy G?
PrizePicks will give you $50 when you play your first $5 lineup. Win or lose, you'll get $50 for playing. Use promo code Cohn, COHN, and download the app now.
A little bit better. Or the exact same.
Legs make him, that's a huge asset. And I think they're almost underrated because the Niners don't really use his legs. He uses his legs.
He does.
I don't think they've ever called a zone read or any type of quarterback run, which is crazy because they used to call that stuff for CJ Beathard.
And Alex Smith, which used to be awesome to watch. But that was obviously the same coaching staff.
I think if the Niners featured his legs a little bit more, he'd get more love for it. But it's just something that he does here and there. It was a big reason they won the NFC Championship game.
They used a little bit of his legs this year. Like they did the one run against the Cowboys, the run against the Cardinals when he went like that. Like they used it sometimes. He did run a little bit.
Was it a called design play or was it
I think it was. No, there was one.
ad lib.
I think it
I
was a
don't
call
think so.
design play.
Probably right. You're
I
probably right.
remember
You're probably right. You have a better memory than me. You're 19.
it.
But hey, look, he has two good traits, and I think that's why the Niners like him. He's not
Yeah.
just like an athlete who scrambles around and goes off script. Like Caleb Williams, we don't know if he can do anything cerebral. We know that he can go off script and hold the ball a long time.
Yeah.
Purdy seems like he can do that and actually execute at a high level from the pocket. And did you
Also-
guys hear Robert Saleh talk about him yesterday?
Yeah,
He
he's very
sounds
high
so
on him.
grateful to have a quarterback. He's like, look, man, you don't understand what it's like out there. Some of these teams, like, I would kill to have Brock Purdy on the Jets. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think Brock Purdy also a good trait about him is his leadership. I think he's a good, like, he's a great guy and he's a great leader. Like, I think Brock Purdy, he's a solid, like, he's who you want as a person as your quarterback. I think that's another good trait about Purdy too. He's just a nice guy. He's a great guy.
How do you know that? He could be a jerk secretly.
Imagine. No, there's no way. No.
No, he would get out, right? In today's day and age.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
would.
get
He's
out.
only been super nice to me.
He's only I've never seen Purdy gets mad at like players, of course, but he's always so nice. And maybe he does need to get a little bit more mean. Maybe
He's
a little
nice,
bit
but
too
like in a
nice.
polished way, like in like I know what you said about me, but
Yeah.
I'm Christian, so I'm not going to say it, but I'm going to kill you with kindness. But like, I know what she said. Like when he signed his extension afterwards, he had a little press conference and then he could have left, but he stood there as we left and made eye contact with everyone. And he made eye contact with me and gave me like a big, like smile. And I'm like, yeah, look at me now. And I was like, congratulations, Brock. And he was like, thanks, Grant. But it felt very much like, how many times did you count me out, Grant? How many times did you say the Cinderella story was over? Look at $265 million. I love that. I love Brock. He's really cool.
Now he's filthy
So his best
rich.
trait is just his pettiness, clearly, and his ability to keep a smile.
Yeah.
And a sense of humor.
Yeah. He's just a great
Yeah.
guy. I love Brock. Love him.
Such a good guy.